Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you all the polishes that I wore for October 2022. I did wear 17 manicures and used 21 or 28 polishes, 28 with the 7 that I used for detail colors, 21 colors that I used across the whole nail for every mani. So let's jump right on into these. So my first manicure was my birthday manicure, and I wore Great Lakes, this is such a pretty color. You see mostly that red flash, but this goes from red to green to gold. And this one's called Mermaid Revisited. This one, you can kind of see the color change underneath, but this one is like in a teal base with that red to green to gold kind of shimmer. Made a really beautiful manicure, but I didn't wear it for long. The next one was one from August 2022's Halloween Smidgen of Us, and this one is Swamp Gloss. And this one has kind of a blue base, but it also has this really nice plum shimmer to it. You can kind of see on extreme angles. You can see it at the bottom of the bottle. And all the glitters in there are actually little squares. And then the really small ones are baby hex. So this one kind of reminds me of snow falling. I really like this one so much. And again, this one is from Smidgen of Us. This one is I Got 5 on It by Swamp Gloss. The next one I wore over a base that was between these two juleps, which you can tell they're pretty close, but there was a shade right in between, and I didn't have a label on that bottle, so I figured I would show you the two that do have labels, and the color is in between Mariska and Nadine. I don't know if you can see that, but the shade was between these two, and again, had no label, so I just went ahead and showed you those. And I put on this topper by Night Owl. And look at how shimmery and shiny and juicy that is. And this one is called This Is Halloween. So I really liked this topper, and I loved the colors that it brought to that manicure. That one's from the Halloween playlist by Night Owl. The next one is a Crystal Knockout, and it is a pretty beige, grayish type of color with shimmer and flakies in it. And this one is called Park Life. And it's got all kinds of fun flakies and a really nice golden shimmer. This one really feels like a nude, but better. It kind of has that nude background, that kind of beige color, but it has so many flakies and such a nice shimmer inside. So I really loved this one. The next one is a Sinful Colors Purple. And this one is called Punk. This one actually used to be one of the hypnotic transforming top coat polishes that would make it that swirly water art fun design. But this does not function like that anymore, so I'm just using it as a regular polish. And I put over top this Funky Fingers topper, which has black and blue and super bright mint green. And this one is called Witch Please. I don't really know why I'm showing you the names of the polishes. They're probably coming up backwards anyway. But that is the topper I used for this manicure. And the next one came from the Pretty Woman Zodiac line. Now, they don't make this in a collection, but you can buy them individually, and this one is the Capricorn one, which is kind of a pruggly green with a lot of gold shimmer in there. And this also has like a blue shimmer. Really, it goes from like green to blue to purple to red. So this one definitely has a lot of color shift in it, but it's that really pruggly, swampy base that I love so much. So this one's really awesome. I love this one in my collection, and yeah, it makes a really great manicure. The next one comes from one of my favorite drugstore brands or lines, which is the Revlon Ultra HD Snaps. Now, these are so comparable to an Indie One Coat cream. These are always one coat, and they are super thick, super opaque, and the formula is really buttery, and it is 78% naturally derived and made without many controversial ingredients. So it's one of those so many ingredient free polishes, which we all love so much. But this one, I really like the cap because you can see the color no matter where it is in your collection or how you want to store it. You're always able to see what exactly it is. But the quality of these creams is amazing. You can get them for $8 or $9 at your grocery or drugstore. And I really like them. So I went ahead and used this one, which is Berry Blissed, which is this nice berry pink red type of magenta-y color. Really beautiful. And I paired it with one of my new favorite toppers, which I love so much and can't stop wearing it. And this one is from Vienna. You can tell there's a visible fill line here. And this one is from the newest collection. This is Show the Way Home. And let me show you up close and get it to focus for you. This has the most fall-toned, beautiful flaky collection in there. This is beautiful. I have not put this over anything and been like, oh, I don't want to wear that. Like, this is so gorgeous. It makes any manicure absolutely perfect for fall in one swipe. So I love this as a topper. This one is one of those buildable polishes that you could build up and have a full flaky bomb, but I really love this over a cream. The next one, I wore one of my little eye glows, which I really like these polishes. You can get them at the dollar store, and they actually come in packs of 3 for $1.25. That's 3 nail polishes for $1.25. These are either 5 or 7 mils. This one is a 7 mil, and this is like a creamy, champagne-y, pearly type of polish. And these do not have names, but they have numbers on the bottom. I don't know if they necessarily mean anything because I have gotten some of the same number with different colored polishes in it. So I'm not really sure about that, but they are really great quality and they come up with some really cute colors. This one is, again, like a pearly champagne, almost gold, but not quite kind of color. And then I put on top this julep called Keela from the Wonder Maven line. And this one is like a brown, but not quite brown, gold, but not quite gold. And it's not bronze. It doesn't have that red tone to it. It's just a really nice metallic-y color. But this one also has hollows in it, which I don't think you can see on camera. But it's like a hollow glitter bomb fest, and I like wearing it as a topper as well as opaque on its own, which it's, again, one of those buildable glitters, and this one paired really well with this one and made such a cute little mani. The next one is this eye glow, and it is a orange jelly crelly type color, really shimmery, super cute. And I just went ahead and wore it on its own. I really like this one. It is one of my favorites. And I did dump a couple drops, the very, very ends of 2 bottles, an orange and a bright lime green, into it. And it's a little bit more opaque now than it was jelly, so now it's kind of a crelly. So that's kind of one of my Frankened bottles, but it's getting close to the end and I'm really enjoying it. So I just went ahead and wore it on its own. And the next one was probably one of my favorites of the month. I had a lot of really good ones this month that I really enjoyed. I did have one that I really hated, and we're gonna get to that, but this one I really enjoyed, and it kind of reminded me of a matcha tea on a summer day, but really had the fall vibes with the flakies. So I used Sam by Julep, which is a lime green, really bright, and leans kind of yellow. It's got that super kind of chartreusey vibe, but it's like neon. So it's a really nice green. And then of course I used Show Me the Way Home by Vienna again. I love this so much. I have a feeling I'm gonna go through this and gonna need another one. I love this so much. If you do not have a flaky topper that you are in love with, try this one for fall. It's just got the most beautiful colors and makes such cute manis. So I really loved that manicure. And the next one, this polish is really on point, and it reminds me of an indie, how opaque it is with the shimmer in there, how shimmer heavy it is, plus how many hollows are in here. This is a Studio M. This one is called Sweet as Cinnamon, and it is gorgeous. It has like a coppery color, an orangey type of metallic, and then it has this, what you're seeing is the pink shimmer, which is so glowy. And then, of course, chocked full of hollows. That one was super cute. The next one, I went back in with the little orange eye glow, and I topped it with that night owl that you saw. This is Halloween, which was so fitting, and it did make a really cute manicure. So I really loved those two together. And the next one, if you've been keeping up with my channel, you might have seen this posted already, but I went in and did a bat manicure for Halloween, and I used Don't Be Spotted by Essie, which is a nice glowy orange. It has a cute little shimmer to it. And then I used Funky Fingers Just Dance, which is black with a silver scattered glitter, which really just looks so beautiful on its own. But I went ahead and used this on some fingers, and then I used this with my accent fingers, and I just used a regular straight black to draw on some bats, and I really liked this one for Halloween, so that made a cute manicure. And the next one, I actually just went back in with this Just Dance black glitter polish, and I topped it with all of these. These are like metallic juleps, and this is Tori, Marisol, Betsy, Austin, and Hazel. These are from anywhere from 2013 to 2017. These are ranging in between. So these are all older polishes, but they're all so beautiful on their own, and they make such a beautiful Skittle together. The problem is, I hated how this manicure came out. It was just not my jam, and I went too far with the spider webs. I should have just went one ring down, and I went all the way across the nail, and then it just looked sloppy, and it got really thick. The lines got, I don't know, I hated it. So I wore that for a few seconds and was like, yeah, no. I ended up taking it off later that night, really like a couple hours later. I just wasn't having it. So I took that off, and I put on something that I loved. The next one I wore was actually a bee's knees lacquer. Now, if you are super entrenched in the bee's knees community, I will warn you that this one actually was a mystery until this upcoming Friday. I didn't know that when I originally posted my black cat manicure, but this one is a spoiler, so spoiler alert if you are waiting. And this one is bee's knees lacquer Watching Me from the Radio Rental collection. This one is an absolutely beautiful golden yellow tone, and it has a green to blue to purple to pink shimmer, and it's really hard to capture all the colors on camera, but this one, yes, so beautiful. Again, Watching Me from the Radio Rental collection, and I went over it with a plain white, a plain black, and a green for the eyes. And that was actually super cute. One of my favorites. Again, one of my favorites. I have so many favorites because this month had so many juicy manis, but I really liked that one. And I did leave a tutorial for that one if you kind of like that Starry Night vibe or the black cat, even just the black cats as the tips, or you could change up and do orange cats or any color you like. They're just so cute. And I really liked this one. I wore it for as long as I could and I got a lot of compliments on it. So that one was cute. I really enjoyed it. The next one I also really enjoyed. It was actually my two Splatter Effect Claire's polishes. This is Graffiti and Pop Art. And in the bottle, they definitely look a little bit different. This one looks like a green, and this one looks more like a pink type of vibe. And they turn more orange and yellow, but together they looked so cute. To me, this one kind of reminds me of candy corn because of the colors, and I just really enjoyed it, and I didn't want to take that one off either. Like all these last three, I really did not want to take off, including this very last one, which I did put back in the box because I have an unboxing and haul and swatch video for you guys coming for the HHC for September 2022. And this one is going to be one of my favorite polishes of the year for sure. This one looks like purple stoneware, y'all. It does have a pop here and a pop there of color. You can see all of these glitters in here, but you don't get a whole lot of them, which I actually really like because you get more of this and you see the little bit of blue shimmer happening here. So pretty. You get more of this light purple with the splotches in there. And I really like this. So there is some flaky action in here. I saw some irregular glitters, but when you look straight up to the bottle, it's mostly just hex, small and medium, but they also have circle, like lime green and orange, just to like give it that Halloween vibe. And this one is Hello Witchy, which is inspired by Hello Kitty, which I love. I'm a super fan of. And this one is Dom Polish. This was a Hella Handmade Creations from September. And that has been my October wears. So I really enjoyed this month. It is my birthday month, and I felt like I wore a lot of great manis for that and Halloween combined. I got a bunch of great ones in my opinion. Let me know what your favorites were. And that has been my October 2022 manis. Great birthday month, great Halloween month. And if you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving me a like. And if you would like more content like this, I post multiple videos a week, mostly nail related content. And if you would like to see more of that, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll make sure to never miss an upload. So until next time, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me.